you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You probably always hear that quote and that phrase, but what does it really mean? And let me give you an example of my life, As I've been growing myself more and more, doing more things to become better, make better habits, I think the best thing that I did throughout all that time was leave my old friends behind. And I know that might sound crazy, like, what? You left your only friend group, the only friend group that you've built since middle school, since your childhood, since middle school all the way to high school, and you left them behind? Aren't you selfish? Well, I am selfish because I wanted to improve and they didn't. You see, I love them. We'll start off with that because I really did. I always loved them and I always will. They're still my friends, and I can't hate on them. But they weren't the best influence towards me and my goals and what I was trying to achieve. Because they didn't want to change. I really tried to grow with them. I really tried to help them out and grow with me so I could still be with them, grow up as adults. Imagine, since middle school all the way to high school, friends still, but unfortunately, they didn't want to grow with me. Despite me trying over and over and over and over again, I came to a realization that self-improvement is a solo journey. It really is. It's a journey that you could probably do with one other person, but you have to have a really dedicated squad or close family to actually do it together, because it's hard, and I didn't have that. They just wanted to play video games, eat like shit. They didn't want to work out. They wanted easy, and I'll keep it real. They were losers. I was a loser. And I wanted to improve, I wanted to be better, in every aspect. So I had to make the realization of, will leaving them make me better? Will me staying with them be better than me leaving them? So I did this. For a while, our friend group was really messed up. We had a lot of issues, and I decided a lot of times to just start separating myself from them. And every time I separated myself and not talked to them for a while, some reached out, some really didn't. Some of them didn't care. As I started separating myself more, the time frame went 2 days, and then it went to like 4, and I went to a week, and I went to 2 weeks. I started realizing the time in between when I didn't talk to them was the best time, I was surrounding myself less with the people who were just negative, and that's all my friend group was. Despite all the good things, it was really a negative environment, and it built me up to the point where I see negativity and it pisses me off. Like, I hate negativity. So throughout that time, I just said, screw that. I don't want to be with negative people, because you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And I was spending all the time just playing video games, wasting time, and just surrounding myself with just pure negativity, laziness, And I was pretty much with them. As I was growing myself, they were here, and I was here, and I couldn't go any further unless I made the sacrifice to cut the rope holding me and them, so they will stay here, and I can rise more and more. So I had to make the sacrifice. I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna leave you guys behind. As much as I hate to do it, I have to, because I want to improve in every aspect of my life. And so I did. And it was the best decision I have ever made in my entire life. I know that may sound very crazy, but it really is. It's crazy to think that once you change your environment, your life can drastically change so fast. I left them, and from that point on, my life has only been going up for the most part. Because improvement isn't just one straight line. It's never going to be like that. I literally went, if I was here, I was probably improving maybe just a little bit. It went up and then it went down. But after I left them, after I left that just toxic environment, the environment that was holding me back, I went, you know, straight up very fast and very quickly, and it was great, you know. But I see myself now that although I left my friend group behind, I don't have a functional friend group right now at the moment. I don't have a squad. I don't have a good friend. I have one good friend, and that's it. But out of all of that, it's sad, you know. And I hope you guys get to realize and be more self-conscious of the environment you put yourself in. Will drastically change your entire aspect of life. Because if I see who you're hanging out with, then I can know instantly what type of person you are. I'll give you an example. We have two different people. Person A, he's tall, strong, you know, buff. And you look at his friend group, and they're a bunch of little skinny losers, you know, little weird kids. And you're like, although this guy looks very strong, you know, he looks strong like a nomad. You look at his friend group and they're weak, you know. You really get to see it doesn't make sense, you know. You look at person B, the exact same like person A. He looks big, he's strong. But then you look at his friends and they all look successful. They got suits on, maybe they got big ass muscles, and you realize something seems off. So you make a better interpretation of person B than person A. Person A, you could probably conclude he's weird, he hangs out with other people, maybe he's into video games or something. Person B, you can clearly say he has a strong friends, you know. They look powerful, they look mean. You wouldn't want to mess with person B's friend group. Person A, you'd probably go up to him and be like, what's up, you know, post up, because you probably have the realization that his friends probably won't come and back him up. Person B, you'd be like, you walk up to him, you'd be, what's up, but you know that his whole friend group will come and help him. So the people you surround yourself with really dictate who you become and who you are. And I want to make that very clear, because only once you leave the most important people behind, the people you loved, you realize how bad they were for you in your life. Over the long run, if I would have stayed with them, I would have been complacent, probably still playing video games, probably would have still been fat, eating like shit, and I probably wouldn't have done any of the crazy accomplishments that I've done, such as join wrestling or ran the 10 miles that I did. I probably would have just been doing 1 mile and thinking that is hard. So it's really good, you know, to see how much you can change in such a short amount of time, and who the people you hang out with really dictate how your life becomes and who you become as an actual individual. So, yep, I'll keep it there. I'll end it there. You know, always be conscious of who you are and really be strong, you know. Always do the hard things, especially when you don't want to. You wake up and you don't want to, but you still get up. You don't want to take a cold shower, but you still do. You don't want to leave your old friends behind because you've been with them and you're scared that you won't ever make that friend group again. But once you break that little chain, you only see growth from there. Really see who you hang out with. See who you spend the time with. And from there, realize if your life can be better with or without them.